Okay, not many people that are aware of this set because I never really exposed to the others. And the set you saw in Taipei, you play with, this is 2 years after that I developed because I try to simplify that set. Because that set has 2 different shape elements. And this one only have one shape, one form. I think probably most people don't understand because I said, if you have a more complicated form, actually it's more limited. So that one have a 2 form, make the combination. This one only have a 1 form to make a combination, type of combination. Then also, the first level of combination is make of 2 elements. Then may come to several different way of a combination. Then you can combine these 2 elements combination. Then use 2 different. Then you can combine them. Then you get the next level of a combination. So it's just like a growth. You can keep on forever. And you can use 6 pieces, make the combination. So that's my basic, but my principle never change. How to use the minimum means and give the player the maximum choice. And then you find out all my sculpture, even painting, is based on that. That part I never change. But it takes me some time to determine what should be the proportion and the size. And nobody, very strange, nobody know how I determine the size of a proportion. Because to make this solid was expensive. So I intended to make it simple. Then I actually, when I execute, all these things should be very big size for urban space. That's why, say in final product, right? It will be 2.4 meters in height. Why 2.4 meters? Because that's the size of the plywood. Use the plywood to make the boxes most economical. So actually, my choice is not really based on how beautiful the size of a proportion. The choice is based on the material size. But my reason is how to do things most efficient and economical. But that thinking, if I execute that way, then the beauty will be inherited in it. Just like Shelley said, truth is beauty, beauty is truth. So I'm not like the other artists say how good is the proportion of these things. I base is what's the most economical way and an efficient way to express it. So my basic thinking, my principle even carry how to make them and how to build them, you see. Not just the form itself. And so form become the result. You see, because anyways, you can make this tall, that tall. Then by that, you get lost. Because you can do anything. Then you don't know what to do. If I said the best thing is how to use the material the best, and that's why the width is 60 centimeters. You see, because plywood is 120 by 240. So there's no waste of material. Yeah. Not even make a one element.
Yeah.
You just play with this.
Yes.
Right. And even this, you can play this way, arrange this way, because this urban sculpture. You see, a person is about this tall, and then you can walk around it, walk among it. It's very simple. If just two simple pieces identical, then this is one form, right? And this is another one, and this is another one, and see, this is another one. But this is just simple standing. Then if you do this, right? Or you can do this, anyway, you see. But even like this, the one form, if it become one piece, you can stand like this. You can stand like this, because it's glued together, you see. Or you can do this, or that way. It become endless. And if you stand this way, see, if you combine this, right, it's just square. But if not combining this, if you arrange this way, two separate pieces, or this way, all different. So you have to imagine this is 60 centimeter. Or it can be a bench in the park. You see? Just arrange. See? So even this one piece itself have a lot of variation. That's why I emphasize on minimum means, simple, and the maximum choice. Even this piece alone, you see, have a different way. Of course, sometimes I change the proportion a little bit so that it can stand by itself. But if I don't want to do that, so it will have a different things produced, because I may make a hole here. Then you can put a stick into that, so it will be part of the sculpture. And the stick, not very smooth, it may stick out a little bit. Then you find the relationship between the stick and the block can be very interesting, you see. If it's standing up, right, then you still let the stick show on both sides. That's what I mean, the things develop by itself, regenerate by itself. Because of the problem, because it cannot stand in balance, you may think of some way and how to balance yourself become a new form. You see, it's created by you, not by me. And then just a simple form. Then how you painted it can be always interesting. If the block is black, this part is red, then you find it can be very interesting. Depends how you alter the color. You see, this is start with just simple block. You see, I paint this two sides, then other two sides. I think another way I paint the differently. No, this I don't. You see, sometimes if one paint one color, the other one paint the other way around. You see, because this one, my intention is that I paint the block like this. Because this is 2.4 meters. So this block will appear like a black block. But when you split it this way, I think there's involved two way of print. Otherwise, there's all the inside will be red. You see, all the outside will be black. And nobody even ever aware of the top is red, bottom is red, you see. Because it will take some time to figure out exactly which one, because they're already mixed. But basic thinking is extremely simple. And not only that, that illustrates one thing. Even in thinking, sometimes you only see part of it. The fact, the truth itself is a very, very facet. Because of your limitation with the height, you never know this is not red or black. Because the top is red. See? So my work is not really about the form. I just use this to illustrate how people think and the things. And my work, again, is demonstrate of my thinking. But my thinking is not create artwork. My thinking is how to demonstrate. People look at the things, have a different perception, but it's not sometimes not a real the thing itself, the fact. And maybe that's the reason in Vienna people say I'm a thinker, not really an artist. Okay.